Hello everyone, good morning students. Just students, in previous class we take and discuss a very important chapter of your syllabus, which is what real numbers. Okay, and in that class we discuss about what is the concept of real numbers, and also we start and we discuss the very important topic of your syllabus, which is what Euclid division lemma, Euclid division lemma. We discuss about the very important topic, which is Euclid division lemma, which is what a is equal to b cube plus r, that is the variation of r is what 0 less than r less than b. Okay, and different in that class we take and solve some important questions based on these topics. Okay, now in today's class we also take and solve some important question of your syllabus based on Euclid division lemma. Okay, now let's see some important question based on Euclid division lemma. Now your question is, we take a very important question, dear students, based on that topic, which is what show that n square minus 1, so that n square minus 1 is divisible by 8. Is divisible by 8, so that n square minus 1 is divisible by 8 if n is an if n is an odd positive integer. N is an odd positive integer. N is an odd positive integer. This is a very important question of your syllabus based on Euclid division lemma. So dear student, let's see what is the process to solve that type of questions. Let's see, dear students. First of all, dear student, we know that what we know that, let's see that we know that an odd, we know that any odd positive integer, any odd positive integer is of the form of, we know that any, dear student, we know that any odd positive integer. Okay, we know that any odd positive integer is of the form of 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3. In previous class, for some integer q, for some integer q. Okay, we know that any odd positive integer is of the form of 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3 for some integer q. That question, that topic, that discussion, we also with that type of discussion question we take in previous class. In that class we have to show that any odd positive integer is of the form of 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3. So here in that, for that question we using that concept. Okay, now let's see. So we know that any odd positive integer is of the form of 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3. Okay, dear students, now thus what I do, let's see, dear students. So we know that any odd positive integer is of the form of 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3 for some integer, yes, that is q. Okay, now from section we have n square minus, given expression is given as what, n square minus 1. Now when case first, we take case first, when n is equal to, we take 4q plus 1. Okay, because of n is any odd positive integer, and it is here we write the any odd positive integer is of the form of q, 4q plus 1 and 4q plus 3. So for now when n is equal to 4q plus 1, that is when n is equal to, that is the value of n square, that is 4q plus 1 whole square minus 1. So we get as what, we splitting them. So it is now if we squaring, we split that based on diagonal a square, that is a square, okay, plus b square plus 2ab, means 2 into 4q plus 2a into b, okay, and minus 1 right as it is. Now we get as 16q square. Now plus 1 minus 1 cancel to each other, so here 4 2s are 8q. Now we take 8 as common, so we get 2 4, we take 8q as common, so we get 2q plus 1, 2q plus 1, that is, hence in this way we can say this is divisible by 8 now, because 8 is the factor of that expression. Thus n square minus 1 is divisible by divi 8, divisible by 8. This is proved. Now we take the when we take case 2 when n is equal to 4q plus 3. Okay, let's see. Now case 2 is what, when, dear student, when n is equal to 4q plus 3, when n is equal to 4q plus 3, then by again, that is the value of n square minus 1, so n square means 4q plus 3 whole square minus 1. Now we get a square, okay, plus b square plus 2ab, means 2 into 4q plus 3, okay, minus 1. So we get 16q square plus 4 2s are 8, 2ab na, this is multiple. Okay, now we get 2 this is 24q, okay, plus 9 minus 1, that is plus 8. Now we take 8 as common, so we get 2q square plus 3q plus 1, that is in this way, which is divisible by 8. This is divisible by 8. This is divisible by 8. That is n square minus 1 is also divisible by 8. Hence proved. Hence proved. Hence proved. Okay, listen. So this is the process, dear student, to solve that type of question. So this is one of the most important questions. So please, dear student, do more and more practices of that type of question. After that, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on these topics. This is very important question. Okay, so let's see once more time. In for that question, yes, we have what we have to show that n square minus 1 is divisible by 8 if n is any positive, any odd positive integer. So for that question, dear student, we know that any odd positive integer is of the form of 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3 for some integer q. For some integer q. Okay. Now from the question, n, we find the value of n square minus 1. Now we take n. We take case first, and we put n is equal to 4q plus 1. So after putting the values of n and we simplify that expression, so we get 8q in bracket 2q plus 1, which is, it is clear that from that expression that value is divisible by 8. Okay, similarly we apply case 2, and in that condition we take n is equal to what, 4q plus 3. After that we put the value of n in that expression and simplify them. Okay, after simplifying them we also get 8 in the factor. 8 is one factor of it, so it is clear that 8 this is the, so n square minus 1, in that case also n square 1 is divisible by 8. Thus in this way we can say that n square minus 1 is divisible by 8. Okay, so this is the process to solve that type of question. So please do more and more practices. Okay, that type of question. Now we take and solve some other important questions based on Euclid division lemma, based on these topics, okay, which is very important for you and your upcoming examination. Let's see. Now the question is, show that the square of any positive integer, the square of show that the square of any positive integer, the square of any positive integer is of the form 3m or 3m plus 1, 3m plus 1 for some integer m, for some integer okay. This one show that we have to show that what we show that we have to show that the square of any positive integer is of the form 3m or 3m plus 1, 3m or 3m plus 1 for some integer m. Now let's see its solution. This is very important question. Okay, now let's see. So first of all, dear students, let a be any positive integer. Let a be any positive integer. Let a be any positive integer. Then it is of the form. Then it is of the form of the form 3m 3q or 3q plus 1, 3q or 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2. Okay, so let first in that type of question we take as let a be any positive integer, then it is of the form 3q or 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2 or 3q plus 2 3q plus 2. Now okay, for some integer q here, for some integer q, that topic is also discussed in previous classes. Okay, now we have to show that the square of any positive integers. Now we case first. Let a is equal to 3q. Let a is equal to 3q. Thus the square of n, here we take the then its square. A square is what? 3a square. So 3 3 is what? 9a square. So we get what? 3 into 3a square, which is equal to 3 into m. 3 into m. Here m is equal to, we put as 3a square, 3m, where m is equal to 3a square. So in this way we have to show that the square of any positive integer is of the form of 3m. Similarly we apply case 2. Okay, similarly case 2, let we take a is equal to what? 3q plus 1. Now its square is what? Now its square becomes what? Let's see. 9q a square plus b square plus 2ab. 6q 2ab. Now we write as, we get as what? We take this and we take 3q as common, so we get what? We get as what? 3q is 2. Here we 3q here plus 2 and plus 1. So we take as, we write 3m plus 1. Here m is equal to, here q, no? This is q. We take as m. Okay. So here m is equal to q in bracket 3q plus 2. Here m is equal to q and 3q plus 2. Okay. So in this way it is also proved that every positive, the square of every positive integer is of the form of 3m plus 1. Similarly we apply the case third. Okay. Similarly case third. What is this case? Which is what? Yes. We take, let a is equal to 3q plus 2. 3q plus 2. Then its square becomes, then its square, which is what? A square plus b square plus 2ab. 12a means. Okay. Now we have to show that this is the form of 3m plus 1. Okay. So this is also 3m plus 1. Let's see here. So 3a square. Now for that, here 9a square, na? 9a square plus 12. Okay. Now just here we write 4 as 3 plus 1. Okay. So we get 9a square plus 12a plus, we write 3 plus 1. Thus we get, here we take 3 as common. So 3a square plus 4a plus 1 plus 1. So we write it 3m plus 1 here, where m is equal to, 3a square plus 4a plus 1. Okay, listen, thus hence proved. Thus, dear student, in this way we can say that every square of any positive integer is of the form of 3m or 3m plus 1. So this is the process, dear student, to solve that type of question. So please do, dear student, more and more practices of that type of question. After that you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on the topic Euclid division lemma. Now, dear student, we take and solve some other important question based on that topic. Means to find the HCF, we now Now we are discuss about the topic to find the SCF. To find the SCF of two numbers by the method of Euclid division lemma. Okay. Now let's see that topic. Let's see. To find the HCF of two numbers by Euclid division lemma. Okay, this is the very important topic of your syllabus. What is the topic here? This is here. The topic is to find the HCF of two numbers by Euclid division lemma. So let's see. We take the question and simplify them. Okay. Now use Euclid division lemma. The question is, let's see. Now, your question is use Euclid division lemma. Find the HCF of 210 and 55. Now, this is the question here. Okay. So, in that type of question, first of all, let's see its solution. So, first of all, we have two integers. We have two integers, 210 and 55. It is clear that 210 is greater than 55. 210 is greater than 50. So we must divide by 200. So thus we divide 210 by 55. That is, let's see, 55, that is 210. So 55, how many times we take? 4 times, 3 times. Okay. Now second is 10 minus 5, that is 5. Now here we take 0, this is 4. Thus, now by Euclid lemma, so here dividend is what? 210. So dividend is equal to what? Divisor into quotient. Divisor is what? 55 into quotient. Quotient is what? 3. Plus remainder is what? 55. Take equation number 1. Okay. Now we find the HCF now. So for finding the HCF, first of all, we have two integers as 210 and 55. And it is clear that 210 is greater than 55. So we must be divide 210 by 55. By 55. Now after dividing them, we get what? 210 as dividend, 55 as divisor, 3 as quotient, and 45 as remainder. Now after that, we applying the Euclid division lemma, which is what? 210 is equal to 55 into 3 into plus 45. Okay. Now this process done till remainder becomes 0. After that, the last divisor of that expression, last divisor or previous remainder, yeah, last divisor of that question when remainder becomes 0, that is what your HCF. Now let's see. Here again, remainder not equal to 0. Okay, here remainder 45 which is not equal to 0. Thus again we divide 55 by 45. We get what we get, let's see. So because of 55 is greater than what, 45 na, so that is, let's see, 45 and 55 ones are 45 0 1. So remainder addition, so again by Euclid division lemma, that is by Euclid lemma, dividend is equal to, dividend 55 is equal to divisor into quotient, divisor into quotient plus remainder. Again by using division lemma na, here the remainder 10 which is not equal to 0 again. So again we divide divide 45 by 10, that is when we divide 45 by 10, when we divide 45 by 10, let's see, 10 5 4 the 40, so remainder is what, 5. Then again division lemma is what, 45 is equal to 10 into 4 plus 5. Okay, now again remainder 5 which is not equal to 0. So thus again we divide 10 by 5, so 5 2s are 10. So thus by lemma 10 is equal to 5 into 2 is plus 0. So after simplify them, after this process till remainder is equal to 0, then last divisor, so last divisor is what, the HCF of the required numbers. So last divisor is what, 5. Okay, so last divisor is 5, so that values is what, so now remainder is 0, thus HCF is 5. This is the required solution of the given question. So this is the last last divisor is the required HCF of the given number. So in this is the process to finding the HCF of between two numbers by the help of Euclid division lemma. Okay, dear friends. Let's see once more time, sir. So here we finding the Euclid division by finding the HCF of between these two numbers by the help of Euclid division lemma. So after that, so first of all we divide 210 by 55. Then after we apply the Euclid division lemma, and this process till when remainder becomes 0, and whenever when remainder becomes equal to 0, then in that stage the last divisor of the given expressions when remainder is 0 is the required HCF of the given number. Okay, thus in that class we take and solve some important question based on lemma. Okay, so please dear students, first of all you revise all the questions which we discuss in that class and also in previous classes. Then after in next class we take and solve some important question based on lemma, and discuss some other important topic of that chapter. Okay, dear students. Now, thanks to all.